Across the quiet heartlands of America, a battle is unfolding, one that most people never see, but every farmer feels. Under the cover of darkness, a silent army moves across the fields. They are fast, strong, and intelligent. Not soldiers, not machines, but wild boars. Once introduced to the U.S. decades ago for sport and breeding, these feral swine have multiplied into a nationwide catastrophe, becoming one of the most destructive invasive species in American history. From Texas to Georgia, from California's vineyards to the peanut farms of Alabama, their rampage leaves nothing untouched. Every night, they dig through the soil like living bulldozers, tearing up roots, smashing irrigation lines, and devouring newly planted seeds before the first leaf can sprout. For the farmers who depend on these crops to survive, waking up to see acres of land ruined overnight feels like watching months of labor and investment vanish in a single night. The scale of destruction is staggering. Each year, wild boars cause over $2.5 billion in agricultural losses across the United States. That's more than hurricanes cause to farmland. And yet, this story doesn't make daily headlines. To many Americans, wild boars are still a distant problem, something that exists out there, in the woods, away from suburban life. But to farmers, ranchers, and landowners, they're a living nightmare. These animals don't just destroy crops. They attack livestock, carry diseases that can infect cattle and even pets, and compete with native wildlife for food. They dig through wetlands, damage natural habitats, and push endangered species closer to extinction. What's worse, their population growth is nothing short of explosive. A single female wild boar can give birth twice a year, with each litter producing up to a dozen piglets. Do the math. One pair of pigs can become hundreds within just a few seasons. They learn from danger, adapt faster than almost any wild animal, and prefer to roam under the cover of night, making them nearly impossible to control with conventional methods. Trapping works for a while, but they outsmart it. Fencing slows them down, but not for long. Poison is too dangerous to use widely. And so, one of the oldest human instincts, the hunt, has become one of the most effective tools left to fight back. Across rural America, hunters have become the frontline defenders in this modern-day invasion. Professional marksmen, weekend volunteers, and wildlife agencies now work side by side to protect farms, restore balance, and save ecosystems. When you see a wild boar hunt in action, night vision scopes glowing green, aerial choppers scanning fields, and precision shots echoing through the dark, it's not about sport. It's about survival. Every boar taken down represents fewer destroyed acres, fewer diseased animals, and one small victory in a war that seems impossible to win. In some areas of Texas, teams can take down dozens in minutes. 50 boars down in 5 minutes might sound dramatic, but it's not exaggeration. It's what's needed just to keep populations under control. Modern wild boar management has evolved into a mix of strategy, science, and determination. Drones and thermal imaging are used to track herds. Coordinated trapping systems capture entire sounders, groups of 20 to 30 animals in a single sweep. Helicopter hunts cover wide-open terrain where hogs breed unchecked. Wildlife biologists study their movement patterns, breeding cycles, and genetic adaptations. Farmers report sightings, and state agencies work around the clock to predict migrations. In states like Texas, Florida, and Oklahoma, this collaboration has removed tens of thousands of feral hogs each year. But despite all that, the numbers keep rising. Experts estimate that over 6 million wild boars now roam across 35 U.S. states, and that number grows every year. The U.S. Department of Agriculture has poured millions into research, control programs, and compensation funds for farmers whose land is destroyed. But the truth is simple and frightening. Without constant management and active hunting, the wild boar population could double within a decade. They reproduce faster than we can remove them. And as their territory expands, new states are starting to see what Texas and the South have battled for decades. It's not just a southern problem anymore. It's a national one. To understand the urgency, you have to see it up close. A farmer in Georgia finds his cornfield flattened overnight, thousands of dollars gone. In California's wine country, entire vineyards are torn apart by root-hungry hogs. In Oklahoma, ranchers report cattle injured and fences destroyed. Hunters step in not for trophies, but for protection. Their work is coordinated, disciplined, and often dangerous. Tracking a wild boar through thick brush is no easy task. These animals are aggressive and intelligent. A wounded boar can charge at speeds over 30 miles per hour, capable of injuring even seasoned hunters. Every hunt demands patience, precision, and deep respect for the balance of nature. Behind each clean shot is hours of tracking and planning. Behind each fallen boar is a field saved from destruction, a farmer spared another night of loss. These hunts are not mindless killings.
If you'll enjoy this video, please like and subscribe my channel for more information.